So far, I like the fact that Hannah's mother pointed out that the police had put more effort into Bryce's murder investigation, than they ever did about, like, the people he raped. And that's the truth. It's kind of like, I get why they're putting effort into a murder case, despite who this guy was. But, like, he did criminal things, and she is right that how easily he got off was because of the family he was born into. That's that. And now they're interrogating her because they think she might have had something to do with it, which, would be understandable because one of his victims was her kid. But, like, I don't agree with the only person who's mourning him is his mother. He's got, like, a dad and a grandfather, too. Like, he did have people who cared about him. But, like, it is a truth, though. Like, ugh. This case is so complicated because of who Bryce is as a person. Despite what he had done for people before he was murdered. Maybe it was that one chick. Maybe it was the other chick that's, like, had her hands off. Not Jessica, but, like, the other chick. I forgot what her name was. But she might be a suspect that we're not even looking at also. That would also have a problem with introducing a new character just to make the storyline easier. But I don't know. I agree with everything Hannah's mom is saying. It's kind of like, it's so stupid that they're putting more effort into a murder case involving a rapist than they ever did in the cases of the girls that he raped. And he got off so easy, too. Like, he had to do, some probation, and he gets shit on for the rest of his life. And that's how the system, unfortunately, works sometimes, and it's just, like, it makes me mad, too. So, like, I 100% agree with Hannah's mom in this, but let's continue with her episode, because this is obviously centered around her for this episode, and I think this one will also be intriguing to watch, because I didn't know she was in town when that happened. And then there was a call from Glay that lasted like a minute and 47 seconds, and she's all like, oh, it was a voicemail. Which, they can't have possession of his phone if there's no, like, actual evidence against him in this case. But let's continue watching. Okay, so some new developments. Turns out that it was Bryce's dad who reported Tony's family to ICE. ICE because he was mad at the fact that anyone was testifying against his son, who deserved to be testified again and convicted of rape, because, he did it. But then we figure out that Tony made Bryce listen to the tapes because he was just all like, do you even think about anyone but yourself? Do you even, like, consider what you did to these girls? And he's not, I wouldn't say he's finally realizing what he did because he knows he's a fucking monster. But, at least they're, like, I wouldn't say atoning for him because he's still a shit person, but, like, I'm glad he listened to the tapes, at least. I'm glad that Tony got to keep the promise he made to Hannah about making everyone who's on the tapes listen to tapes, because they are the reasons why she did this to herself. But, no, and then, like, Bryce wants to apologize to Hannah's mother for what he did to Hannah, but he's gotta understand that that's never probably gonna happen. I mean, I know he's trying to atone for his actions and to get people to forgive him, but forgiveness is not easy, especially if that's the crime you commit, and you gotta live with it. You gotta live with it for the rest of your life and realize that not everyone is gonna forgive you because of what you did. And that's the realistic betrayal of it. And I know you want to tell her you're sorry, and I know you want her forgiveness, but it's not something you're gonna get because that's the girl's mother that you raped, and you led to her death, and she's never gonna forgive you for that, and you gotta own up to it. I agree with Tony. He needs to man up and deal with his shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. And Clay told Jessica that Justin was on drugs, and they're talking about it now, and they're getting back together. I still don't know how I feel about the Justin-Jessica dynamic thing. I'm still, like, on the fence about it, because I know Justin did wrong about letting Bryce do that to his girlfriend. But, we shall see. At least he's not being friendly with Bryce. At least he wasn't being friendly when Bryce was like, what happened to his bro? And he literally confronts him by saying, you raped my girlfriend. That's why our friendship is over, and that's a very valid reason to end a friendship. But that doesn't mean Justin wanted him dead, because they were friends before that instance happened. It wasn't an incident. Bryce knew what he was doing, but let's get onward to the episode. Okay, so just finished episode 10, and there's some new developments on the way. It seems like Hannah's mother had called Clay because she was at her daughter's gravestone, and she had heard that Bryce was coming back to football, and they were calling it his homecoming, and she was getting really upset because her daughter would never come home, and she thought it was unjust and unfair that he was still alive, and she was stating something about wanting to take her gun and killing him, and that was on Clay's phone, and he never deleted that voicemail, so that's evidence. And the police have that now because they had a search warrant to search Clay's property, which I don't know how they got that. Honestly, could you get search warrants just on suspicion alone and lack of evidence? Evidence to support your claims? I have no idea. I'm not a cop, so I'm not gonna pretend I am. And, what else happened? And then Hannah's mom was talking to Bryce's mom about everything that happened, and it's all I appreciate the fact that no matter what her feelings were about Bryce, she didn't take it out on his mother, which I'm always saying, your parents only play so much into your behavior. There's comes a time where you have to be responsible for your own shit. But I like how she acknowledged that it was more Bryce's fault than his mother's fault, and the job she did at raising him. And I appreciate that it's all you could blame whoever you want, but that's never gonna bring your son back, and you do what you want to get justice, but just don't blame the wrong person. And we all know that Clay's the wrong person. I think he's about to get arrested because they're searching his house. But wouldn't Mrs. Baker be more in trouble than he was at that moment? Because she wanted Bryce dead. All they really have against Clay is that tape of him pointing a gun at him that one spring, which, it's pretty damning evidence, but that he wanted him dead, but, a lot of people did, and that's what, Miss Baker pointed out to Mrs. Walker. Walker is the fact that there are tons of suspects in this case, and she's just looking into one person and wanting to stick her pain on one person when it might not even be the right person. She just wants to blame someone. Right now, she doesn't really care about justice, she just wants to see someone pay. And that's understandable, but it's not the right way to do things. So, we're gonna get on to episode 11. Almost done with this series, guys. We got like 3 episodes left, so let's see how they end season 3. Okay, so I'm taking another break to go do things, but I'm gonna go do those things and I'm gonna come back.
Why are you crying?
Cause she wants to come to the store with us. What?
Why are you crying? You gotta go potty or something?
Say hi to my husband, everyone. He looks so thrilled. Alright, I'll see you guys after I do a few things. So, new developments. Tyler just told Jessica what happened to him. Because, you know, I've been saying all this time that if he would tell anyone, Jessica would be one of the very few that would understand his situation. Because she's been through it. And I do like the interaction between these two, even though they're not, like, really close and stuff. And I do like the whole Jessica not wanting him to be there because the O girls are gonna get very pissed off at her because, like, the principal is making her apologize. Which, you know, it's kind of like, wow, okay. Okay, I kind of am just like, I kind of understand, but I wouldn't make her apologize in front of a whole school. If anything, like, write a letter of apology to his mother, maybe, and that's it. That would be, like, the extent of the action. But, like, she didn't do anything to the team and other stuff. Well, I haven't seen the homecoming episode yet, so I wouldn't know, and basically that's all that's going on so far, so I'll keep you updated. Also, I got food, so I could watch this. So I got nice little hamburgers and french fries, and I'm gonna enjoy my meal and watch the episode. Alright, guys, it just ended episode 11. We got 2 more episodes left to go. I actually really liked this episode and how it was done. I like what the girls did to make noise at the homecoming game. I like that Jessica, like, confronted Monty. Monty without really accusing him of anything. I like that. And it turns out that Bryce did, like, threaten Monty before that. So there's, like, a lot of motivation here. We got, like, Jessica, who, you know, is a girl he raped, but he texted her asking to meet up at the place where he was murdered, so she might be going to that place after this, I don't know. You got Justin, who's talking to his drug dealer and saying, hey, I need a favor from you, so maybe the drug dealer killed him. You got Monty, who he threatened. You got Zach, and Alex, who are both acting like super shady. You got Clay, who's making it obvious, and now he's just all like asking Tony to make him disappear. Also, that whole sexual assault on the, well, sexual harassment, I should say. It was either assault or harassment. Like, he grabbed her boobs when she was trying to make a point, and then all the football players were like starting to fight each other, and that was like the riot on the field, and that's what that was about. about, which, like, if you do that whenever girls are trying to make a point and you go and grab their boobs, you're just, like, a horrible person. But, like, okay, so now pieces are starting to come together. We only got 2 episodes left, so let's figure this out. Everyone has a motive, and no one really has a clear motivation. Well, they all have clear motivations, but no one really has, like, a straight line straight to them. Like, all these stories, people could be lying, people could be throwing you off, and there's a lot of red herrings that you don't notice. So let's see who killed Bryce. Not in this episode. This episode is gonna be, like, what led up to it. And, like, how everyone's stories are connecting to this night. And then, like, the last episode is who killed him, so let's see. Let's see who killed him. So I just got to the assembly scene in episode 12, and that was probably one of the best scenes I've seen in the show so far. So far, definitely. I mean, the season hasn't been anything to write home about. It hasn't been, like, the best, honestly. But I do, there are little moments that make it okay in my books. I'm just, yeah. It was something I needed from the season, definitely. So I'm gonna continue watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Like, oh my god, like, as if I couldn't not like Ani any more than I already do. Dude, she's trying to play off and make it seem like Bryce kissed her because he, like, misread her intentions for him, and I'm just all like, what are your intentions for anyone, Ani? Like, if you're gonna hook up with someone, own to your shit. It's kinda like, ugh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up to hook up with someone who's raped people. It's fucked up. It is. But to be like, oh, you misinterpreted the situation whenever Clay just, like, really noticed that, and, you know, it's kinda like, ugh, this character just pisses me off. So, big development just happened. Zach was all like, I killed Bryce. Don't know if he actually killed him or if that's a misdirect, but I'm all like, Zach, you killed Bryce? I mean, I know he was on one of my suspect list, and I guess it makes sense because of the Chloe thing, but I don't know, we'll see if he's telling the truth or not. Alex seems to believe him, but I don't know. Like, did he kill him? Is that the storyline we're going for? Cause, you know, yeah, we had to have one of, like, the main people be his killer, but, like, Zach? Okay. I could kinda see it. I could kinda understand that. I could understand why. So, but I don't see them revealing who actually killed him in episode 12. I thought they would, like, save that for episode 13. So there's gotta be more to this story, so let's see what happened. Okay, so Bryce just figured out that Chloe had the abortion, and he was saying, I'm sorry you had to go through that alone, and, like, Chloe told him, I wasn't alone, I was with Zach, and then, like, Bryce was on the field all talking shit to Zach because he thinks he stole his girlfriend, and I'm just like, bro, that relationship was over in the moment you raped her, and you knew that. It was just like, Bryce is so entitled, and I just can't even with him, but like Zach is trying to say that he killed Bryce. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Let's see who did. We got 15 minutes of this episode, and then, like, the next episode, which I don't even know how long it is, but I can't see them, finding the killer just like yet, especially since the synopsis of the next episode. So let's see. So like Bryce just like fucking broke Zach's leg because he was fucking jealous of him and Chloe. It's just, I'm like, fuck off, Bryce. Just like, fuck off. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Let's see how this all plays out. Might have been Chloe. And if I was right, like, in my initial reaction that Chloe killed him, I'm just like, oh, okay. I was right then. Okay, so we figured out that Zach met Bryce at the pier, and they got into a fight about Chloe, and Zach they got into a fight about Chloe, and what Bryce did to Zach's knee by taking it out, and then Zach beat the living shit out of him. Broke his arm and his leg, I believe, but he was still alive whenever Zach left, so Zach probably didn't kill him. He like helped with killing him, I imagine, but I don't think he's the reason why he's dead. So let's see. We got like 7 minutes of this episode, and he still like hadn't seen Jess by that point. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's watch and see. So Monty just got arrested for the sexual assault he did on Tyler, so that's great. Okay, we got like 4 minutes left of this episode and 1 episode left, so yay, we're almost finished and I could go back to my life. Yay. So Ani just admitted to Jessica that she slept with Bryce, so she could get Jessica to admit the worst thing she's ever done, and I'm just like, I don't know if Jessica did kill him or not. There's a lot of reasons, people who could have done it. Zach didn't kill him, he injured him, so Zach's off the list, and Chloe is with Zach, so maybe she didn't kill him, who knows. So let's see who did kill him. This is the last episode. Let's do this. So I haven't been talking much this last episode because, I would like to just watch it and then tell you guys, like, my final thoughts. But, like, before I even, like, come close to, like, final thoughts about the whole thing altogether, I'm just all over here, like, okay, so, like, Monty and that one guy, he beat the shit out of that one guy, like, asked him out on a date, and I'm all like, why? He literally beat the shit out of you just because he's got issues. I'm just like, yeah, nah. I know a lot of people have reasons for things, but I'm not... I don't like Monty and Bryce as people. I'm never gonna like them as people. Just saying. I've already spoke all the shit that I need to about Monty and Bryce in this video, so let's find out who killed him. Let's find out. And who do you not like more, Monty or Bryce? Comment down below and let me know. No, are you more like an Ani person? Like, which one out of all of those 3 do you not like the most? I'm gonna have to say Monty. No, wait, actually, Monty and Bryce are both equally matched for reasons why I hate people. But, like, let's find out who did it. What's the reasoning? Let's find out all that good stuff. I'm so ready for this to be over. Oops. There are literally no words for what I just watched. I just, like, I don't know what they're gonna do for the next 32 minutes because they just revealed who killed Bryce. Right, so it was revealed not to the cops because they set Monty up for the murder and said that he did it, when in all actuality it was Alex who did it, because, like, he made a tape for Jessica with his confession and his apology, like that would fix stuff. He did horrible things and horrible actions, and then, like, he's begging Jessica and Alex to help him up, and Jessica doesn't want to. She just wants to leave him there. And maybe if they had done that, maybe if they had just, like, left him there, he would have still been alive, but Alex helped him up, and then he was threatening to kill Zach, and then, like, he was throwing shade at Jessica, going like, oh, you did this to me, fuck you, and then, like, in that moment, Alex just saw the person who hurt everyone that he cared about, and he, like, threw him off the bridge, and he drowned, and I'm all like, yeah, Bryce was evil. He was definitely evil, and I hate him. I do, but it's just, like, it's a hard scene to watch for anyone. He wasn't really gonna amount to much in the world, honestly. I don't believe, and I really hate that 13 Reasons Why is trying to, like, make us think that he's quote-unquote turning a new leaf, because, like, obviously he had no intention to. He's done a lot. He did a lot of fucked up shit in this season too, and yeah, he was willing to change himself, but at the same time, there's no coming back from things he did. There's no coming back from that. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna do for the next 33 minutes and 22 seconds, because we just got the killer revealed to us, so I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, the start of the season was pretty weak. I didn't like it. I don't particularly like season 2, and I really liked season 1 despite some of its flaws, but I don't know where to rank this season. It's an important season to discuss, yeah, but I don't feel pity for Rapist. I really don't, and I hate that the show is trying to make me feel pity for him by, it's just like, it's in a very poor taste, and I will never get why they're trying to show us, like, there's different sides to everyone, and yeah, sure, everyone has the ability to be good, but everyone has the ability to be a monster too, and it's just like, Bryce was always gonna have those issues. He never wanted to change. Yeah, he did things to change, but he never followed through with any of them, and he wanted people to forgive him for actions that are, like, unforgivable, and I'm just like, I don't know about the season, guys. I don't know. Let's see what they're gonna do with the next 33 minutes of my time. Probably set up a lot of shit for season 4, so let's get to it, and I'll tell you my thoughts on season 3 at the end of the episode. So we just figured out that Monty is dead. Someone killed him in his jail cell. So like, they're pinning the murder of Bryce on Monty, which now works in their favor because he's dead and he can't come back to defend himself. So, like, I'm pretty sure Detective Standoff knows that it was his son who did it, and it's just, he's all like, it's pretty horrible to pin somebody's murder on someone else, and it's all like, and then Ani was just all like, well, you were all for blaming it on Clay, so there's that development. So let's go on and finish this series. So after watching all that and other stuff, I'm so happy to be doing something that makes me happy. We are getting our tickets for It Chapter 2 now, so I'm excited for that movie. And yeah, gonna be doing that. So it comes out like on the 7th of September.
Saturday?
Yeah. Yeah, so getting the tickets now. I'm excited.
What time?
What times do we have them for?
1, 4, and 8:30.
How about 4?
4:45?
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna do the 4:45 showing on Saturday the 7th for It Chapter 2. So I'm excited. It's a good thing to get after watching 13 Reasons Why all day. And I'm gonna kick you all over to my thoughts about 13 Reasons Why now. So, have a good one, guys. Okay, so I just finished 13 Reasons Why Season 3, and all I have to say about it is that it was a roller coaster full of emotions. I hated the first half of the season. I thought it was gonna be like one of my least favorite shows of the year. It's definitely not gonna get in my top 5, that's for sure. It's definitely down there still because of the subject matter and defending people who do that to other people. Like, the only thing I have to say about Season 3 is they could have just, like, ended with Season 3 and I would have been fine. There's, like, nothing you could really do past that point in Season 4. Yeah, you got the guy that Monty had sex with that night that Bryce was killed, who's technically his alibi right there. And like, they're saying, well, Monty's dead, and then this guy's all like, well, he was still a person, and he didn't deserve to die that way, and I'm just all over here like, I don't want to feel bad for Monty, and I don't want to feel bad for Bryce. I don't want to feel bad for either of these two because they're horrible people, and I don't appreciate this season for trying to, like, I know that things are more than just black and white and there's shades of gray all over, but like, I really hated like trying to feel like people trying to make people feel sympathy for rapists. That's just like a poor decision choice all around, which is why I can't respect 13 Reasons Why Season 3. Yeah, I get the fact that they're trying to go for, like, there's more to a person than just, like, the horrible shit they've done. That doesn't change the fact that they're a horrible person. And I've said this multiple times during this review, is, yeah, people could do redemption the rest of their life, but they'll still be judged based off the horrible shit they've done, and I'm not gonna feel sympathetic for keeping on hating Bryce because he's a rapist and he deserves to be hated. Same with Monty, like, I know, like, I get that it was probably, like, because they blamed someone who didn't kill Bryce because it worked out for them, and I know that Alex's dad knows that he killed him, killed him. I think one of the people that went through the most character development for me in this story are Jessica and Alex, which happened to be the two people that ended up killing Bryce. I wouldn't say, like, Jessica didn't kill him, but she aided and abetted Alex because she was there that night and she knew. But, like, I like the scene with Justin and Jessica at the end and going, like, how could you love me after everything I've done? Like, that was a nice touch to their relationship. I still don't know how I feel about it, honestly. But, I don't know, season 3 was just a whirlwind. I don't know what they're gonna do for season 4, and I'm not sure I'll be interested in watching season 4. I might watch it just to say I watched the whole series, but for right now, I don't see where they're gonna go for season 4. Yeah, they planted some seeds, but not enough to be like, there's room for season 4, and I still have questions about what happened to Hannah's mom that night, because they didn't tie up, like, all the loose ends on there, and I know who did it now, but, like, I'm still, like, there's still so many loose ends they need to type in from season 2 as well. Like, I'm guessing the girl who sent Jess a postcard was the girl who burned the Polaroids, but we never really understood why she did it. That's not something they answered in that. I would like to see, and I didn't see a lot of Zach in this season, not as much as I would have liked to, and I never want to feel sorry for anyone who's done horrible things. It's just like, it's how I'm wired, and I'll never feel sorry for people who do those types of things to people, no matter how much they say sorry for it. But that was it, you guys. That was my commentary for 13 Reasons Why Season 3. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rant about it. I, like, almost rage quit this series a lot of times during this, and it's just like, it's a very hard season to get through because of how they try to portray Bryce this season, and it's very hard to think of anyone besides what they've done, and I will, like, never ever forgive Bryce. Like, he even said that he raped, like, 9 people. Like, I think it was 9, and I'm just like, I can't feel sorry for someone like that. I can't. I know they're human beings, but they're also monsters, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know who thought this was a good idea to go this direction, but they're probably trying to be like, we're human, and we need to show all sides of the situation, not just like the black and white side of the situation, and I could admire that even if I don't agree with it. I can admire what they're going for, but it's still very, it's still a very controversial way of looking at it, and it's still very insensitive in some parts, especially when it comes to how rape culture is today, and I think it's actually very super realistic, at least in those parts. Some things about 13 Reasons Why, not realistic, but I will admit that they do handle assault storylines fairly well. I'll say that, but, like, I can't agree with them on everything, and I won't. But I don't know. What do you guys think of Season 3? Comment down below, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe if you have not already. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to comment if you liked commentary this format better? Do you like commentary better, or do you just like full-fledged reviews? Comment down below and let me know, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!